Ev to Phil, Wednesday, October 21st, 1942, 6:15 p.m. Angel mine, I'm typing this to conserve paper and yet say all the things I have to say. I'll start where my last letter ends, which is Monday morning. I received your last letter from Middletown then, and dearest, you didn't build up any rosy dreams for the weekend, for somehow or other I felt it coming. That last Sunday was practically sugar-coated. It was too sweet to last long. Those things make better memories. How I'd like to stare into your eyes and see that love light shining, or have your arms draw me close to you. I always associate happiness with your arms, for I have never known anything but happiness when they draw me close to you. Now more than ever, I miss those, quote, little things, end quote. I'm okay during the daytime, but when dusk appears on the horizon, I get that choked feeling. Every night when I climb into bed, tears invariably appear, or else I would probably bust. Don't worry, sweet, no one has ever seen me break down except Jack N. In fact, I've been complimented for my supposed cheerfulness, and I've kept myself plenty busy, as you shall see. I'm as well as I can be under the circumstances, feeling numb and dead at moments, only to recover when that spark of life now within me moves. I'm living in a dream which I hope will soon end. Monday was a lovely sunny day, and after completing my various household duties, I took a walk to Broad Street with Mrs. Fromer. I bought a new tea kettle for Mom. The handle on the old one broke, and 2 balls of thread, one multicolored and the other pure white. I completed the set of bedroom scarves and started a set for the dining room of the same design in the white, which is absolutely beautiful. Remember the set Mrs. Fromer showed us that you like so well? This will be an exact reproduction if I ever get the time, especially after the baby comes, to complete it. I sent Dot a belated birthday card. Miss Hahn called and asked whether I would come in on Tuesday. Myra was over in the evening. Page 2, and I was close by at 9 p.m. Good old 9 p.m. I asked Myra what an agency charged per 1,000 for addressing envelopes or postals, and the reply was $2.75. Tuesday was another warm, sunny day. Jack N. left rather late, so we took the bus together. He's been working every night till 12 o'clock. Miss Hahn gave me 500 postals to address, and may have 500 more. She agreed to pay me $3.50 per 1,000. I had to leave early and consequently could not wait for the mailman. I called the house about 10 a.m. and Jack S., who had taken sick leave due to a severe cold, informed me that there was no mail. I became worried, but my fears were short-lived. My mother called me at work to tell me that a letter had arrived in the second mail and that my father was coming home that evening. At least one happy event marked our 19th month of matrimony. I'm glad you didn't forget. Harry brought him home in the car, and he looked swell, all dressed up. He was so glad to get home. He's very weak, though, and lost 27 pounds. I hate to say I told you so, and has to get a specially constructed belt to wear. All in all, it's costing $200, but it was well invested. We all had tea and cake except me, and you were the topic of conversation. Your absence was deeply felt. I completed 250 of the cards on Tuesday and 300 Wednesday morning while waiting for the mailman. However, your letter did not arrive until the second mail. It takes about 2 days. Your letters always thrill me to the core, baby, and your voice coming to me from a long distance always awes me. I am constantly amazed by the things you make me feel and think. I think Adele Strongman is a perfectly lovely name for a girl. But what if it's a boy? Mom, however, is not particularly enthused. She says as long as you and Phil like it, I guess it's all right. Write her and ask her opinion. She seems reluctant to say anything to me. And dear husband, thank you so much for the permission to name the next one. It really was very thoughtful of you. Lil surprised us all by stopping in this afternoon and staying for supper. I showed her the things I have for the baby, and she said they will all be very useful. I'll need many more things and plan to go shopping for them within the next 4 weeks. Lil has promised to lend me her page 3, quilted robe and bedroom slippers to use in the hospital. If I see you previous to my entrance to the hospital, we'll go shopping for things for me. If not, then I'd rather wait until you can go with me. Incidentally, how is your money holding out? I know you hate to discuss money problems, but this one must be arranged now. When you receive your first Army pay, which undoubtedly will be small, figure out as closely as you can what you will need to carry you through the next month. Send the rest to me, and I will save it for train fare when and if you need it. If Mom gets the $15 as we plan, I'll put the $5 she promised to return away for that purpose, plus anything you can add to it. No doubt a trip home will be costly and we must be prepared for it. We'll probably have plenty of time to save up. I'll have a little over $10 on hand now, plus your dividend check, which I plan to use for your insurance premium this month. I plan to use most of the $10 and any additional monies I earn to buy diapers, nightgowns, dresses, etc. for the baby, and I understand everything is very costly. Those things my mother gave me will save us lots of money. In fact, such quality merchandise is not obtainable today. I will send all your things tomorrow or Friday. My sister bought you another package of red, white, and blue striped stationery, which I will include with the package. Today it was rainy and generally miserable. Harry drove me over to Miss Hahn's to return the postals, and on the way home a policeman stopped us because Harry did not have the lights on. Boy, was I scared. He just waited till Harry put on the lights and then told us to move on. What a close call. Dot called me to thank me for the card and again asked me why you didn't write. She said to send a card and she would write you a long letter giving you all the dirty news. I saw Helen and her mother when I returned from Miss Hahn's, and they send best regards. I actually started this letter at 8:45 and it's now past 11 and past my bedtime. I'll write more tomorrow. I'm going to mail this now. Pleasant dreams, my darling, and a kiss from my one and only. Mom is also sending a letter which is enclosed. Your Chippy and Mommy-to-be, Evie. Philip to Evelyn, Wednesday, October 21st, 4:30 p.m. Evelyn, darling, nothing much to report today. There was no mail from you and I was kind of let down, but the mail situation here is so balled up that I'm not worrying. I know you're writing. It's just a question of time till I get your letters. I'll probably get 2 or 3 at once. I hope my daily letters to you, sweet, are getting there regularly. All we did this morning was drill, about an hour, and look at training films at the base theater. After chow, pork chops, sweet potatoes, peas, coleslaw, applesauce, and vanilla pudding, and coffee and jam, we spent an hour and a half at mail call. Then we drilled some more until supper time. I wasn't hungry again and started right away to write this letter. I miss you so much, Angel, that it relieves the ache a little when I sit on my bunk to talk to you via letter. I feel so useless and helpless and empty because I cannot hold you in my arms, my babies. All day long while we are on the field, I don't feel a thing because I've made a habit of concentrating, page 2, on the drill to the exclusion of everything else. But the moment we're through for the day and I don't have the sergeant barking orders, the longing starts and seems to grow and grow through the evening until I feel I have a lead weight in my breast. When it gets too heavy to carry, I go to bed and think of you and caress you in my thoughts. This has the effect of dissipating the heaviness that seems to fill me, and finally I fall asleep. Blessed sleep. Sometimes I think if I could not submerge in my loneliness in sleep, I'd go mad. Luckily, I'm a great favorite of Morpheus, for he folds me in his arms as soon as I signify I'm ready. Generally speaking, honey, I'm feeling good. My indigestion is no better or worse than usual, and I don't think I'm gaining or losing any weight. But spending these fall days out of doors is a tonic to both mind and body. Up till today, when it rained in fits and starts, the weather was typically autumn. I just love autumn. I think because some of my pleasant memories are of that season. By the way, dear, I heard from Mr. Jostin. The letter says to have the CO, commanding officer, forward a copy of the insurance policy to him, and Sharp and Dome will send me a check every month for the premium on the first $5,000, which check should amount to $395. I'll tend to it as soon as I can find the CO. Did you send the items I asked for? Love to all, including the Fromers, your ever-loving Phil.
Phil's Mom, a letter to Phil, October 21st, 1942. Mein lieber und teurer Sohn, Philipp, hab ich halten dein Leben Briefele. Dienstig 2 jeder Eisig noch halben Tag. Und ich hab ein gelesen mit groß Freude. Herrn sich von dein Leben gesund, lieber Sohn Philipp. Du kannst sich sehr gar nicht verstehen, wie du hast mir der quickt mein Herz mit dein Briefele und mit die Wörter, was du schreibst und ich habe geklärt, als es ist schön Wörter gewesen. Die Geld, was wir haben gespendet, sie lernen dich als Jiddisch. Wie teuer ist mir du lesen dein Jiddisch. Briefele und Special, wie du schreibst, also Club, lieber Phil. Du schreibst, als du bist nach uns hat Phil, dass dir sehr wel ich was mir summen langsam an dir Wille zu bist, kein Mal nicht gewesen, gefahren von der Heim. Also wird mir was keinem helfen. Nimmer hoffen, als alles wir sehen alle alright. Lieber Sohn, ich bete dir, euch ist dir nicht zu schwer, und wenn du wirst haben Zeit sollst oft du schicken ein jüdischen Briefele, du wirst mir verschaffen groß Vergnügen mit dem und medet wegen alles und allem, weil ich sagen weiter von Evelyn, mir hab ich nicht muss du schreiben, ich bleib warten auf dein Briefele mit guten Neues, sei gesund und stark und zu Gott für die best sein Glück wünschte Mama.